we'll see getting in here shortly.
A Dreamland start, and I think that's very fair for a best of 5 in this matchup because it gives you a chance to see what your opponent's play style is like, as well as taking away a potentially a set-changing stage.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Battlefield, you don't want to go to Fountain really in this matchup. I think it's just a little too tricky. I feel like Sheik doesn't have any powerful advantage stages. And this one feels the most neutral, so why not? I think of all the sets that we have seen today, this one could have the most potential for an upset factor.
It could, and I am excited to see it. This is very fast-paced Melee that I was seeing similar to the Polish set, where you've got this top 100 caliber, and you have another contender who's pushing to that level, and possibly getting leads and trying to make the name for themselves that I am here. This is my tournament.
Yeah, when we're so early into the year that it's cool to see where players are prioritizing. If they want to go for a top 100 run, this is the tournament to really start it off next to Genesis and Battle of BC. This is just the logical next step. So seeing players show up, especially if they're local, say, maybe I got a good full bloom, I'm going to start going to more events.
Yeah, you're right, because it's kind of a precursor of I am a contender for top 100, but if I need to show up to be considered and eligible, then it kind of allows you to look at the rest of the year and be like, okay, if I can space this out, I can go to Riptide, I can look at this upcoming one, this one here in MVP. You can really plan it out then.
Yeah, you get to really see just so many players come together. I love this tournament. I've been here for so many years. I don't think I've missed one since 2017 or something. I think HBox won that one. I don't remember, but
I really wish I came to more of them. I'm kind of somewhat close, but not really. It's a 6-hour drive for me.
It's a little bit of a drive, but it's weird in that the vibes always feel pretty much the same. It's so grassroots that it's special that we get to see stuff like this. Up-and-coming players and established players like Lowercase Hero, and potentially maybe an upset.
Also such a unique venue that when I was walking in, I kind of had to walk through it. I didn't really know where I was going, but I knew where I was going. It was like I was walking in a childhood home. Yeah. It was such a weird nostalgic of me finding my way to the venue and just following the badges and the sounds and seeing people, and I was like, oh yes, I'm here. And then I walked through the doors and I went, oh, I'm home. I've made it.
It's a familiar labyrinth.
Yeah. It was a beautiful nostalgic journey. And I hope that these players are also seeing that as they walk up to the stage, because it's like an old school gymnasium setup. They're on a higher stage. There's curtains, like an auditorium setup. And
I think our spectators are really feeling it, honestly. I don't know if you're on stage and feeling it because these players might be stressed, but if you're out in the crowd, you're definitely feeling it. It's really special to be able to watch and see it on the big screen and end the game just like that.
This is interesting.
Game 1. I mean, it's a big game to just be able to take here in this matchup. You don't have to worry about the most, I would say, neutral stage. You're happy if you're Sheik. I mean, you're going to go to Stadium or FD, but that's inevitable anyway.
That was just crazy from the back-to-back call-outs from that Shine Spike into oh, I know you're going to be in center. Fair.
Falling
smack,
fair.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if Lowercase Hero is able to implement any changes into that as well. I mean, we're not going to be able to see a top platform drop like that until probably the next counter pick. But we'll see if Lowercase Hero is able to say, okay, I remember 7 did this drop last time. I'm going to put myself in a spot that I'll be able to cover it. But giving no room to breathe this first game,
0%. It's 30 seconds in.
You're pretty happy if you lost the last game, but you had a decisive Game 2 start.
I think Lowercase Hero is able to pull it through and adjust. Game 1 was a little jarring, and I don't think it was enough to lose that confidence. I think if you just kind of tap in here and realize I'm on my counter pick, I know this matchup, I'm going to just move around these platforms, put Sheik in the position I want, and I think he can keep his lead here, and I think carry that momentum through the rest of the set.
I think so too. And you have the unspoken part, which is like you are seated higher, you are ranked on the top 100. You have a little defending to do. You don't want to get, let someone beat you to potentially, get on the top 100 or whatever, right? Like it's kind of like I know where I am. I'm in this spot for a reason. I'm confident that even though I lost last game, it was so close. I'm not really worried about this.
Listen, everyone gets one.
Yep, everyone gets one.
Yeah. If you lose one, that's okay.
But
it's a best of 5.
It is. We got a lot of ones to play. But if you're 7, you're happy too. I mean, you took one, which is tricky, but it means that you're going to have counterpick advantage potentially going into game 5. You should be happy with that performance so far.
Taking one game and it being the first game is beautiful, like that you said. It gives you the advantage. It is the best one to be taking. If you're taking one at all, it's definitely the first one.
Wow, a great tomahawk. Just wave dashes back in, gets the re-grab. Might set up for an edge guard.
I do respect that patience of seeing where Fox is going instead of risking getting hit by it. Because while you kind of did let Lowercase Hero come back, you didn't really lose anything either. You didn't get put into like a bad position or got hit into a combo because you put yourself in a bad spot. You still got the stock, and you didn't lose much out of it.
Stadium is one of the few stages in the game that has the unfortunate mechanic of if you hit someone to the side of the stage and they're still on stage, you can't see them because the camera doesn't pull all the way there. So they're going to be in the magnifying glass for a little while. Right. So Fox's scariest tool, which is just wake up shine, becomes that much more powerful on a stage like this.
Now that you mention it, I've never really realized that, just like then, where Fox is off.
It's the camera.
Yeah,
the camera's horrible.
I've never realized that.
You'll notice it more when you see like a tech chase on this stage from either Falcon or Sheik, and they just throw them away and they DI and roll away.
It's like a to be continued.
it is a to be continued, exactly, because you can't see where they're at. So hitting that tech chase is really hard. You don't know if they're standing up already, if you can wake up, shine them. So many elements just make it really challenging.
Great shine on that needle. It kind of like stalled everything just a second longer to make everyone like reset and do something new.
It's that top player difference from both of them, honestly, and it's the patience of just one extra second of I'm not going to overextend here. I know I'm in a good spot. I don't have to push it any harder than I need to because I'm confident that this next interaction I'll be able to succeed, and if not, I'm at low enough percent that, whatever, it's fine.
And you can kind of see that there at the end there. Like, Lowercase Hero shook some nerves off, took a deep breath, took some water.
You have to at that point.
He's feeling it. Like
you have to just give yourself that grace.
This is great for 7 because 7 has Lowercase Hero a little bit shaking in his boots. And it puts you at an advantage of, like, I can be a little unpredictable. I can maybe clutch something here. Like, that game, while it was in Lowercase Hero's favor and advantage and still winning, it was toe-to-toe last stock.
It was.
Not almost the last hit, but...
I mean, it might as well have been, right? When you're at this level and you're killing off of one hit, it's pretty close to last hit. If you can get a grab, that could do it.
Yeah.
Tech chase, fair, not enough. Lowercase Hero is an incredible DI on every fair so far, so 7 may want to reconsider, putting that extension just a little deeper, maybe into something else. Unfortunate chain ends that stock earlier than he wants, though.
I'm loving the patience.
I am too. I feel like no one is pushing too hard.
I think there's a beautiful moment, whether it's best of 3, best of 5, when you are 1-1 and you're both a little unsure of what the next step is, and you're kind of like, you're chipping at each other. You're testing what your opponent's like, can I put the pressure on you? Because I'm trying to not let you pressure me. And it kind of creates this weird moment of gameplay where they're not
doing a lot.
Yeah, like...
They're testing each other.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like playing the rule, like trying to bend the rules here of like, I don't really want to do this. And I don't really want to be in your space.
And you don't want to because you know what happens next. If you get hit, you're going to get hurt hard. Something I've noticed from a Lowercase Hero side is that his Firefoxes, he's been exclusively going in sideways. So he doesn't go at an angle at all. He's not going up or down. He's going straight in. if you're 7 and you see 4 or 5 of those, you should start asking yourself, what am I doing to cover these? Because you just cannot let Fox recover as many times as he has.
And he was getting hit by them also.
He
And
was.
I think that's why Lowercase Hero keeps going for them. It's like, well, you're not contesting me on this. I'm getting damage off this. I'm going to keep doing this over and over and over until you give me a reason not to.
And just as we were saying that, that was the first, maybe one of the first ones of the set where he goes down just a little bit. But regardless, if you're Lowercase Hero, like you were saying, you don't need to mix it up if they're not showing that they can beat it.
You don't gotta fix something that's broken, like you said.
Scary spot for Fox here. We'll see how far 7 can take it. 4 tech chases, huge. 30% so far, might lead into something bigger.
This is great pressure from 7.
Oh,
That could be it.
and this is what I'm talking about exactly. Is he was doing the early fares before. It wasn't going enough because Lowercase Hero's DI was perfect. If you just change it up slightly and add in one more modifier into there, it sets you up for the position to be able to extend just like that.
That was beautiful. I think this might be the first set that we see a back and forth for our block that goes to maybe game 5. It could be an upset.
I could see it. I could see it. 7's poised. I mean, this position right here, things are lining up in your favor. So now you have to fight nerves and your opponent, because it's tricky. This could be an upset of beating a top 100 player. It could be getting an upset just on Fox. Maybe it's a trickier matchup for you in general. It's a stage disadvantage. You have a lot to balance now.
This is kind of... Now, I'm thinking, like, I've been kind of obsessing over lately the historical timelines, and it's kind of like 2025 is setting the tone of these crazy upsets, like Mango getting, like, what, 17th or 15th, like, recently?
Yeah.
To Cody also, like...
Zuppy and... I think it was a Battle of BC, right? I think so? I don't remember.
Yeah,
there were a couple...
that one was Zuppy Mango at Battle of BC. But
Okay.
there's been a few so far this year already that, like, these top 10 players are not making top 8s at these events, and these crazy upsets.
The skill floor has gone up so much that in years past 2015 or 16 or something like that, pools would just be, someone could just sleep through them and win them all. Just not even having to think about it. Now pools are scary. This is a pools match. This is not in top 96. This is not top 64. This is a tough match that a top 100 player is currently down 2-1. 7 is up.
And it's still a very even game. Like, while this is Lowercase's hero counterpicked, 7's keeping up and still has the lead. And I would be scared in Lowercase Hero's place. And you can kind of see it with how he's playing. He's playing nervous. He's trying to go for these riskier game-winning moves that if he doesn't execute them flawlessly, it's going to be a bigger punish on him. But just like we saw here, it did take up that whole stock for the most part, and almost was the stock.
It was, and we've seen 7 take those tech chases the distance. I think you're going to just need a couple more. Unfortunately, it dropped one last stock, and Lowercase here got a wave shine across the stage, but we'll see. We'll see what 7 can do. Covers it.
That was the contested. You need to stop firefoxing in.
Yep. Straight
in. 7 knows now and can bear, especially at that easy jump level. If you're gonna go straight in, it might be have to be with the horizontal to the stage, so that it doesn't give Sheik the easy jump access.
And there may be even another option to unlock there, which is getting under it and up airing. If you get that juicy percent and you get a strong up air, that's gonna hurt if you're Fox.
Now this could be it.
Shine.
Oh.
Great SDI from 7 there, but could do it right here. End it. Oh, flubs it.
Any hit from either of these players, this could be a big upset or just be game 5.
Great DI though. One more chance.
Oh, that Firefox.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Misses his dash.
Oh my goodness.
Roll in. Yup. Here we go.
And that will be game 5.
I love the attempt from 7, though. That instant nair out of shield is what you just needed to catch off that timing, but Lowercase Hero step ahead.
Top 100.
That's it.
He's already been here. He's seen it before. And I love that earlier he messed up that up air, and he maybe wasn't as confident for it, so he went for the bear to cover that extra space of you're not right above me, maybe. You're going to get hit anyways.
It's just, we're seeing innovation in the game, which is awesome. We get to see mix-ups on mix-ups. This is what it's all about.
What a beautiful game. Melee is so wonderful.
It's cool. It's pretty cool to see it, and players take it to the depths that they have. It really is special.
Oh, beautiful. That was an amazing up air.
But we are on potentially the precipice of Lowercase Hero retaining the status quo, keeping on to no upset, or Seven kind of breaking the mold a little bit, getting what I would imagine would be the first top 100 win of their year. So very curious to see how this one plays out. Just a couple tech chases away from evening it up. Not that far away.
Is it just me, or does Lowercase Hero also seem to be playing very different from the rest of the set? Like, kind of like what we were saying earlier about, like, this is just secretly the player's favorite stage, and they just unlock some crazy level stuff that they weren't doing before.
They might be. You know, when you just get into a position where you don't know what could happen anymore, right? You've both exhausted your counter picks. You've both lost maybe positions you didn't think you could lose. Things start to get a little weird. And I think we're seeing it a little bit that last game. This game, I would say, off to a pretty traditional start, but definitely playing a little different from Lowercase Hero.
I do love the consistency of Seven as well, that even though Lowercase Hero has adapted and is changing so much of his gameplay, that Seven is not, like, is adapting to meet what needs to be met, but also still maintaining, like, himself.
Yeah, the onus is on the player who is trying to make the upset. They're going to be the ones that have to show that they can mix up and that they can, you know, beat their opponent when they keep changing things. I think Seven's been doing that. I would like it a little bit more. We're going to see in a recovery.
Oh, that was almost it.
Seven did a great job of giving it up a second earlier, though, and not trying to go to the edge and fight, because Lowercase Hero is just instantly at that side B spot. If you go too far, Fox is going to get up and shine you, and that could just be it for you.
It's all about those, like, instant reactions of that moment, like pulling yourself out before, like, a very scary situation.
It's the difference maker. When you're trying to contest with some of the best players in the world, you have to be different. You have to know those spots. You don't get many opportunities.
And Seven's really showing right here that you may have the lead, you may be the better character, you may be the better player, but I'm here and I'm going to threaten this space. I know your character. It's so beautiful. I can't even put it into words. They're going toe to toe.
And sometimes the gameplay speaks for itself. No words necessary. We're going into last stock, game 5. What could we ask for? We couldn't ask for anything better than this. Starting the tech chase.
The crowd's going crazy. Oh, and it just stops. The music went quiet.
Tech chase number 3 ends it there.
Oh, and got the little, they traded.
Oh!
Great angle. Oh my goodness.
This could be it right here.
Just hold, just roll. Everything. Oh!
And he does it.
What a beautiful upset.
What an upset from Seven. Moves across to Illinois and is able to beat a Wisconsin player. Wow.
We got the friends coming up to the stage. It was a very, very great set.
That was an awesome set. And you know, we said at the beginning that we think this could be an upset. Seven, definitely a player who, if he wasn't on your radar before, he should be today, should have been before. Like this, I am confident that we are going to be seeing more of Seven in the near future. Love that pop-off. Love it. I mean, it was
well deserved.
It's a deserved pop-off, and I think it's both it's a pop-off of relief, but also satisfaction. You're like, oh, okay. I took off the weights of, like, can I do it? But I did it. Now it's all chill after this point.
And it was also still, like, it wasn't over the top of a pop-off. It was respectful of, like, you had your moment, you couldn't believe it, so you did it again, and then you came in to, like, say the, like, GGs, and then you turned around to your friend.
Yes.
Like, it kept it composed and not, like, disrespectful to
No
your
disrespect
opponent.
at all. It was
Yeah.
totally just it was a cordial pop-off, I would say. Wow, great set. Really, really good. Had some great some great melee today. I'm curious to see who else we have next. But oh yeah, that actually is it then.
I think that is it for us. I'm not